Hey y'all, good morning. Ooh, hold on. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Chanina. Hey girl, hey. So yes, y'all, today is Monday. So we're gonna kick off another work vlog. I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to do, and I figure I would just bring you guys with. Now my work days are different. They're not the same every single day. I do different tasks every single day to keep my business afloat, my YouTube channel afloat. I'm trying to get on track with my social media, so I've been trying to do better with that, and just staying on top of everything. So every day I just do what needs to be done, and whatever I can't get done, I try to do it the next day. If I can't get it done that day, then I move it to the next day, and so on and so forth. Am I perfect? Not at all. Okay. And so I don't want you guys to think that you have to be either if you've got a lot of stuff going on. So basically, in today's video, this is just my realistic work vlog. Work with me, spend the day with me while I work. And the first thing that we are going to kick off the morning with is, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. How are you guys doing? I hope you had a wonderful Sunday evening. I hope you guys were able to relax over the weekend. Me, myself, I chilled out for the rest of the night, did my eyebrows, my chin, did a little bit of self-care, not much. I didn't get to polish my nails though, so maybe I'll get that done today. But anyways, y'all, the first thing that I am going to jump into is finishing up the weekend vlog from Saturday and yesterday. It's ending with the clip of what I ate for dinner, basically. Because like I said, I didn't film anything, excuse me, after that. I just did some mini self-care stuff, and I was too tired to record it, so I didn't. So that's where it's going to end there. So right now I am going back to the beginning because I added the last clips. So let me just turn y'all around so that y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I just added the last clips, and the reason why I want to go ahead and get this done is because whatever I record today, I want to go ahead and get it in the queue to start editing. So that's been working for me. Just going ahead, getting the footage, and then uploading the footage to my computer so that I can get it in the editing software and edit it throughout the day, so that I'm not doing it all at one time. I used to do that before. I used to just wait until I got all my clips that I wanted, and then I threw them all on the computer, and it would take me so long to edit this stuff. So I've shaved down the editing time by just post or uploading as I go. So if it's not being uploaded into the editing software, at least it's still uploaded on the computer, if that makes sense. So I want to go ahead and get this exported and scheduled to be in the queue on YouTube. So that's why I'm working on this first. So basically what I'm doing is, if you didn't see my last work vlog, I was showing you guys the editing software that I use. I use Wondershare Filmora, and I just pay for it annually. So anyways, I'm now back at the beginning of my video, because now what I want to do is, since I've got the last the last clips down here, I can now start oh, actually, you know what, let me do this first. Let me go in and get my closeout stuff. So we're gonna just go here, get a little thank you for stopping by, and my virtual business card. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in really quick, and then I'm gonna go back to the beginning, because this will actually be my last run through. Remember I told you guys I run through this like a few times before I go ahead. Oops, hold on a second. There we go. All right, let me just move that close to each other. Slide it out like that. There we go. So now I'm gonna go back to the beginning, and I'm gonna make sure I've got all of my like wording and, you know, call to action. Remember I showed you guys I use this little elements button, and it's got different things that you can use, like subscribe, like, comment, share, those types of stuff. So I normally use these right here because they're more colorful and grabs your attention faster to me. So we're gonna go ahead and play. Okay, y'all, so what I am about to do right now, let me make some space here, is go ahead and fill out my calendar for the month. Tomorrow starts the new month for March, so it'll be March 1st. So I haven't done my calendar for March just yet. So if you're new to the channel, I've just been using this planner that I got from the Dollar Tree Plus. It was like $5, and I got it back, well, sometime last year, and it's an undated planner. It has a section for the whole month, so I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So it's a section for the whole month, and then it breaks down into weeks. And so on one page you'll have the days of the week, and then on the other page you'll have different section. So you'll have like a section where if you have errands that you need to run for the week, if you have any ideas, there's like this little dotted section down here. This is your habit tracker, which I have yet to fill that out since I've been using the planner, which I need to do, but you know, I'm just being honest here. A section for your shopping list. So if you need to go to the grocery store and there's a couple of things that are top priority on your shopping list, you can place them here. The reason why I say top priority is because you don't have that many spaces. So you have to use this space wisely. And then at the very top, there's 3 lines for top 3. So this is your top 3 section, which I assume that's the top 3 goals that you would like to accomplish for the week. So that's one calendar, and I've been using this calendar for everything, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to purchase a calendar that I can use for YouTube, that I can use for my virtual call center, for when I'm taking calls on the Arise platform, and just my everyday life stuff, being a mom and all that. So that's what I wanted, and so far it's been working. I've got enough space to write over here if I need to. The spaces are not all tiny and stuff where I feel like I have to write really, really small. Although I have been writing somewhat small if I have a lot to write in that space. But it still works out for me at the end of the day. The second calendar that I normally use is the calendar that if I just have something that I need to see daily, if I just happen not to look into my planner to see what's going on for the day, like if I have a day where there's not much going on, I may not have to pull out my planner. But if I have a day that I need to be crossing out things on the to-do list, then I'll refer to my planner. But stuff that I just don't necessarily have to refer back to my planner to, but I need to see it visually, I'll place it on this calendar. So I got this calendar from the Dollar Tree Plus last year. At the time it was $1. So got that. and it's supposed to be a desk calendar. So this is what it looks like. They had different designs, and there's 2 holes up here. So that's what I use it for. I just use it on the wall because it's to me, it's too small to put on my desk. So I tried it out and I didn't like how it looked. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already ripped off the page for February. There's a couple of things that I need to move to February 1st. So just as a reminder, I'm going to lay that right there. And I'm going to go ahead and do my planner first. And then I'm going to move over to my wall calendar. All right, y'all. So I'm setting up for the next clip of this video that we're currently recording, and which is also going to fulfill our next task of the day. I need to send out a human resources package. So I'm going to show you how I use the HelloSign or DocuSign websites for electronic documents. And so I've got my ring light set up here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And this ring light is a USB ring light, so you can plug it in to your computer or device, your laptop, so it gives you more lighting. And I don't know what setting I have it on, but there is like a little remote right here, and you can change the bulb. So that's a little more yellowish, that's white, that's bright. So we're gonna just keep it, let's see, there's 3 settings, so we're gonna keep it at that one. Okay, so for video recording, I use Loom. I pay $10 a month for it, and that's basically where I've started recording all of my videos when I'm like showing you guys something, or if I'm recording a video for agents, because I have a library of different videos, little tutorials, mini tutorials, stuff like that, for like, for example, like how to fill out your W-9 form and things of that nature. So I like to use Loom, and it works out even better because I have an actual webcam. So before I had the webcam, if you guys don't have a webcam and you want to record videos, then you can use freeconferencecall.com, where you won't be able to, well, if you don't have a headset or if it's not connecting to your headset, then you'll have to call in. So when I was using that platform, I was calling in from my dial pad, and it was working out fine. But once I got a webcam, you know, it became, I did research on different websites to see what I enjoyed better. And so far, I've been liking Loom. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and record this section of this video for today, and then we'll move on to our next task. Okay, so
These are the two platforms that I use for electronic signatures. So if you're starting your own virtual call center and you were wondering how you're going to get your agents to sign documents that you send out to them, I recommend either HelloSign or DocuSign. There's other electronic signature websites out there, but do your due diligence and make sure that it is a website that is legally binding. Because I have heard that there are some that isn't. So if you ever need to legalize some documents, then of course that's not going to help. So for me, from day one for my virtual call center business, I've been juggling between the two because honestly, I do everything budget friendly because the truth of the matter is, getting agents to work for your call center is not the easiest thing to do. So you're going to have people that are going to work and then they're not going to work and stuff like that. So you want to be able to manage your business within your means, if that makes any sense. So I recommend these because if you're just starting out, then of course not of course, but you may not have a whole lot of agents that are coming in. So you want to utilize as many free tools as you can. So with HelloSign and DocuSign, you get 3 free electronic signatures a month. And if you need to upgrade, if you have an influx of agents coming in and you need to send out more documents, then you're able to upgrade and use their paid service. So, and I've had to do that from time to time because the flow of agents coming in, it's kind of up and down, right? So you'll have some months where it's really, really busy, and then you'll have some months where it's kind of slow. So you may not need to, or may not have to send out as much. So, and both of these are legally binding and they're both pretty easy to use. So I just happen to have a document that I need to send out, but I don't want to expose everything on like my contracts and all of that. So I'm just going to keep it simple, and I'm going to show you using a W-9 tax form, because a W-9 tax form is a general form that you can download from the irs.gov. So it is public. So if you are using HelloSign, first of all, you want to go ahead and create an account. Okay. If you want to connect it to your business, so make sure everything is connected. Your billing, make sure that's connected to your business bank account and not your personal bank account. Things like that, because we're operating our business, right? We're doing things within our business, so everything is business related. So anywho, when you log into HelloSign, it's basically going to look like this. And to get your documents, if you're sending out some documents, you're going to click on Sign Documents. Now you do have options to do, like if you want to have templates, if you're sending out the same type of document multiple times, you can build templates. Of course, that is the paid version. So there's a lot more things you can do with HelloSign and DocuSign through the paid versions. And honestly, they're very inexpensive, under $20 if you want to pay monthly. You save more, of course, if you do it annually. But again, if you're doing this on a budget and you're just trying to manage it, with your own capital, because the reality is you may not be coming into your own virtual call center with investors or anything like that. A lot of us build this from using our own money. So if you still want to manage your household and try to build a business too, I would definitely go with the least expensive business tools that you can starting out. And then of course, as your business grows, then your options will grow and you'll be in a financial place where you're able to upgrade to certain things. So anywho, so once let me go back here, because you have, this is what made me bring up templates. So you can connect these. So I have an easy sign in for Gmail, so you can set it up with your Gmail. That way you're not always putting in your password. But there's different settings here. So you've got your billing, your API, if you want to integrate this into a website that you're building, and then you have some integrations as well that you can use for that. You can also have teams. You can set up teams. Again, templates. You can do a bulk send, sign documents, and then you can go here to the documents that you sent out to see if they've been signed or if they're still pending, if you need to send out a reminder. So those are just your standard things. Again, when you upgrade, there's other things that you can do. And so here are the plans for HelloSign. Okay. Again, you can do it monthly. So monthly is the basic plan that allows you to do 3 signatures a month, and it'll tell you down here at the bottom. So just a quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just sharing this with you guys. For HelloSign, it's $20 a month. For DocuSign, I believe it was $15, but they work. They work just fine for electronic signatures. So this is how, in case you were just curious, if you've never used an electronic signature platform before, we're just going to just really quick here, just pull up something. I'll go do the tax form because the tax form doesn't have any personal information on there. So now that's uploaded. Now if you need to send a whole lot of forms or a few forms all at one time, like for example, when I do my human resources virtual packet for onboarding agents, I include the independent contractors agreement, the direct deposit form, the W-9 tax form, and the consent to paperless tax related documents. So I send all that at one time, which helps because again, you only get 3 free electronic signatures a month. So instead of doing what I used to do, which didn't make any sense, but instead of doing what I used to do, which is I would send out my ICA and my W-9 and my ICA, my W-9, and my direct deposit. No, my ICA and my W-9, but then for some reason I would send the consent form later on in the process, and then I would send the direct deposit. I don't know why I was doing it. I had it all split up when it's really all kind of the same thing, right? So I've learned a lot from having a virtual call center. I've have made mistakes. I've trial and error things. I've done some processes and then over time realized, well, hey, maybe this isn't working anymore, or maybe I can tweak this a little bit to get it to where it is. And it's not perfect, it's still a work in progress. Just like with any business, there's always room for growth. So you just learn as you go a lot of the times. So anyways, so we've got our W-9 tax form uploaded here. So we're just going to click next. And just for the sake well, we're just going to say I'm the only signer for right now, just for the sake of the demonstration. But in a real scenario, of course, you would put whoever you're sending it to, their email, and if you want to CC it to somebody or have it sent to someone else so that they can see it, basically, you can do all that on that last screen. So you can either include the pre-existing fields or you can ignore it. I just say include because, whatever it is, what it is, I can take out what I don't need. So now I've got my, oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this because I don't actually do this way. So let's be realistic about this, and we're going to go, okay. And we're going to, because all right, so we're going to upload that document again. Because with the way that just popped up, that's not how it pops up for me when I'm sending it to somebody. It's because I clicked on that I was the only signature. That's why it looks different. But it needs to look the same. So I'm just going to send it to myself. And for the sake of not sending it to my business, I'm just gonna send it to this email, which is in the description, at gmail.com. So this is not like a private email or nothing. This is my actual email that if you guys, want to reach out to me for promo or something like that, that's the email to hit me up at. Okay. So pre-existing fields, always say include. And this is how it's going to look, right? So when I'm sending this to my agents, before I send them the virtual human resources packet, I send them an email letting them know that they're going to get this packet and what's in this packet and what to do with the packet, right? In those instructions, it includes a mini video, like a small tutorial of how to actually fill this form out. Okay. Um, so that was one of the things that I learned to do later on, was make a video for that, because in the past, when I first started this business, I did have a couple of people that were coming on that didn't necessarily know how to properly fill this out. So that's where the idea from making a video. So that is some advice to you guys to make your onboarding process a little bit easier. So now what I do is I go through here and I take out what I don't need and make everything that I do need required. So like, for example, of course, I need your name, right? But I don't need a business name, because you're not partnering with me as a business. You're partnering with me as a individual. So now down here, this is where they classify that. So this box right here, I make it required. And then I go over to these other boxes and delete the little blue box that's surrounding it, because I don't want to give any indication, that these are supposed to be filled out, right? So now this down here, I go ahead and remove that because I don't need it. When it comes to the address, that is required because that's what we use for 1099s at the end of the year. Or I'm saying we. Whenever I refer to we in the business, honestly, you guys, I'm referring to me and the Lord, because it's a lot of prayer. And I'm not even like being funny or nothing like that, you guys. Like, I stepped out into this business on pure faith. Okay. So, all right. Next section, we're going to make this a required section, because you've got to do your social. Don't need this section. Okay. Now down here, you've got, let me move my face over here. So over here, you've got different things you can bring over into this section. So I need a signature right here. So I'm going to bring this signature over here, and then I'm going to bring the date over here. That way they're able to put in their signature and put in the date. So that's basically all these blue fields. When they see the document, they'll be able to type into it. Okay, so now, and that's it on that, right? That's the W-9. This is just the rest of it. It's just a bunch of reading material, you know, for whoever's filling this out, right? Then let me move myself back over here. Then you go down here, you click next, and then you add in who's getting it. If you're going to send a copy to somebody, the person who needs to sign it is going to already be listed up here. You can document what you want it to be called. You can type a message in there, which I normally title this, virtual human resources packet. And then I put a little message down here sometimes. And then after that, you click send for signature, and boom. So what happens is, if it's not signed the day that it's received, then HelloSign will send out a reminder every few days or so. Okay. Now, DocuSign works pretty much the same exact way. You just pull up, you go in. When you go in, this is how their platform looks. Okay, so you'll be able to set it up to have your profile here, and all of that. And you also get 3 free signatures for the month. Okay. Um, their plans, let's take a look at those. Oh, wait. I thought I clicked on buy now. Did I not? All right. So here are the plans for DocuSign. Again, you can do it monthly. So theirs is $15 a month, or you can pay, oops, or you can pay annually. Honestly, with these subscription plans, you save money if you just pay annually. But again, if you're on a budget and you've got to do what you got to do until you grow your business, you can do it monthly, right? And then, of course, it goes into everything that it offers with each plan. So for me, I juggle back and forth with these. If I run out of my 3 free ones over here at HelloSign, then I go ahead and use what I need over here at DocuSign. If there's ever a influx of agents, I'm just getting agents in, onboarding all, and it's requiring me to run out of my freebies on both sites, I'll go ahead and choose one to upgrade for the month. So it's no big deal. It's billed monthly. You can cancel the monthly subscription anytime. It's whatever. I've done it. I've upgraded to it for just the month. And then if the next month I didn't need more than 3, then you cancel it. And then you still get the 3 free ones. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So that was the next task that I have to do, is basically send some documents. But before I do that, I just wanted to give you an idea of what I use for my virtual call center.
Moving right along, so we got that done. I'm looking at the playback on Loom, which is a video recording platform that I use for all of the videos that I've been making in this form, not for my YouTube videos, but like if I'm sitting at my desk and I need to use my webcam, I use that platform. So for lighting, it's really bootleg up in here, y'all, but you got to do what you got to do. So if you are a YouTube content creator or trying, aspiring YouTube content creator, and you're worried about lighting, just do the best that you can, girl. Okay, don't go out and spend a whole bunch of money on lighting. Just build your way up. Don't go and buy an expensive camera. Use your cell phone. I've been filming on my phone from day one. And since I started my channel, well, since I've been consistent, I think I've had like 2 or 3 phones. So, and it is what it is. So for the lighting, I have a ring light right here that plugs into the computer. I showed you guys that I got it as a Christmas gift. Olivia got it for me, so I don't know where she got it from. But if I'm gonna go on Amazon and I'm gonna try to find one for you guys that's budget friendly, and I'll put it in my Amazon storefront. And then I have a lamp that doesn't have a shade on it that I got from Dollar General. I bought it without the shade because I thought I had a shade that fit, but the one that I had that fit doesn't fit. So I put it right here and it works out just fine, because the other 2 lights that I have is the one behind you guys and then the one over there by my nightstand. So when I need to brighten up this corner, these lights are already on throughout the day because it's kind of gloomy back here in the back. And then I'll just pop on those 2 lights. So you guys don't have to spend a whole lot of money for lighting when you're starting out. That lamp was literally like $7. And then if you get a shade, it's like $5. But for the brightness of it, I don't need the shade. The light bulbs that I have in it, I've tried the daylight. So you can try the daylights if you're like doing makeup tutorials, stuff like that. Those will probably work just fine. But honestly, you guys, I just use the some regular soft white light bulbs, cost efficient. I get them from the Dollar Tree. Don't spend a whole lot of money on that either. Okay. And this ring light is plastic, so you don't have to worry about like if it falls over the it shattering or anything like that. Um yeah, as far as that goes. So now the next thing that I need to do, it is literally, I've got uh 47, 57. I've got about 13 minutes before my shift starts. I'm going to be taking some calls. And so I've got about 13 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of some of these browsers so that my computer isn't moving too slow. But I'm going to leave open my editing software and my Loom video and all of that. That way, when I'm done with my shift, I can just pop that back open and start working on that. So this go round, this interval is literally 30 minutes. So I'll only be working for a minimum of 30 minutes. It just depends on if the call goes over or not. And then I have another shift after this that is for a full hour. So, and then that will conclude my work day of taking calls. So it was a short day for that. The rest of the week, with the exception of my mom's my wedding anniversary, that's a short day. But every day this week, I'll be working my regular hours. So I'm trying to balance everything out. So I'm using Mondays to kind of get myself into the flow of working for the week. So just trying to take care of the small things before I move into some bigger projects. So yeah, so basically I'm going to go ahead and start pulling up everything. I like to start a little bit early just in case I run into some technical issues, which is what I would suggest you guys do if you're working on the Arise platform. It's inevitable that you're going to have some sort of technical issue, and it's not going to be every day, but you are going to have times where you run into technical issues, whether it's with the systems, client systems that you're trying to pull up, their apps, or your phone. So I like to go ahead and log in so that I can log into the chat room to see how the flow of calls are going to be. All right, y'all. So that shift went way over. So I literally only have a few minutes to until my next shift starts, and then I'll be done for the day. So I wasn't able to make me like a lunch. I have a taste for a salad, but by the time I'm done with my salad, my next shift would have started. So I just said, screw it. And so for lunch today, I'm just going to snack on this Greek yogurt, strawberry banana. It's light and fit. It has 80 calories and 12 grams of protein. So I'm just going to eat that. And for dinner, we're going to have leftovers. So that's going to be kind of like a heavy meal. So I guess it all worked out that, I didn't really eat anything because my salads be kind of big, y'all. By the time I get all my toppings and stuff put on there, my salads turn out to be big. So for breakfast, I ate the same thing that I ate yesterday, but with a biscuit added to it. So I did start my morning off right with that. Had my cup of coffee, and right now I feel like I'm about to crash. Like my coffee is wearing off, and I don't want to make another pot because I don't want to waste any coffee. So hopefully I can get a little bit of energy from this yogurt. All right, you guys, so we are at the end of the video. Hold on, let me turn some light on, girl, because all I see right now is the reflection in my glasses. But yeah, so we're at the end of the video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. The very last thing that I did was send out a direct deposit setup request, or basically set up payroll for an agent who onboarded. So I am a little bit behind on getting the payroll invitation sent out. I've got a few more people that I need to send it to, but it's okay because they're not actually, they haven't actually started their certification class yet. So I'll probably do that in the morning, go ahead and knock that out. But since I was a little bit further behind with this one person, I went ahead and did that today. So I wasn't able to show you guys that because it is personal information as far as being able to see all of the agents and who's on my payroll and all that stuff. I don't want to expose that information. So I wasn't able to show you guys how I actually do that, but I can say it's pretty simple. What I use, I've talked about this before on this channel, but just in case you're new and you haven't actually gone that far back to see that video, I use a website called Square Payroll. As a matter of fact, I could just, let me make sure I'm even, yeah, Square Up Payroll is what I use. So I have a business bank account through a bank, and well, it's really like an online bank, to be honest with you guys. I use Bluevine. So for Bluevine, in order to get the money from that account dispersed to the agents, I use Square. So with the squareup.com, that's the website, squareup.com. So with that particular website, you're able to add contractors or W-2 employees to a list to have payroll sent out to them. So every time I issue a payroll, I basically go in. Well, first of all, I send an invite. So I like using Square because I don't have to physically ask agents for their banking information. I do have a direct deposit form where you do have to plug that information on the form, but it's only the last 4 digits of your account number and your routing number, because I don't need to know any of that other stuff, right? And then once I get that back, that's included in the human resources packet. So when I get that back, what I normally do is I then the next day send out an invitation for the agent to set up their payroll. So I do it through SquareUp. I go in, I put in their email address that I've been communicating on with them. Sorry, y'all, if that didn't make any sense, but the email address that I normally, communicate with them on. So that's what I use. I plug in their email address, and Square will automatically send them a sign up link. So once they pop open their email, they'll see like a button that says set up your direct deposit. They'll have to basically click on that and then go through the steps. Now, that's it. That's all with that. There is an app that comes with that. So it's called Square Team, and they're able to go on there and see their 1099s at the end of the year and what their payroll amount or service revenue deposit is going to be. It is going to be named as W-2 or pay stub on the actual Square Team app, but you guys know that we only do contractors, so you get an invoice. You'll see it in the app, but you'll also get an invoice. So that's part of the whole payroll process, is having a invoice that you can give to your agents and having a way to get them their funds, and having a way for a rise to deposit their funds, right? So you need a business bank account, a way to send direct deposit, and a direct deposit authorization form. So that's pretty much all I do with that. It's pretty simple and it's cost effective because I've done the research going through a traditional bank and having their direct deposit services, but financially we're not there yet. So again, if you're growing your business, be cost effective. You don't, be, that's not even the word I was looking for, but be conscious of how much money you're actually putting out before you're making bringing any money in, okay? Because your virtual call center is kind of, it can be a slow business sometimes. So sometimes you'll find yourself putting out more money than you're making for that month, right? In order to maintain your business. So you want to make sure that you are using tools that are going to benefit you in that way. So with the Square Up payroll website, I'm only charged $5 for every agent that receives a deposit for that month. So no matter how many times I shoot out payroll deposits, whatever agent, I'm only getting charged by the agent only one time, right? So if I've got two agents that I'm sending payroll to, even if they're getting payroll twice that month, I'm only being charged the $10, $5 per agent, right? So that works out when it comes to saving money on that. I know with traditional banks, it can be a little bit costly. The cheapest, well, the cheapest business bank account that I have come across as far as a traditional bank is with Washington Mutual. Is it Washington? Girl, yeah, Washington Mutual. It's like $25. I mean, not Washington Mutual, Wells Fargo. Girl, Wells Fargo, and it's like $25 to open your business bank account. Now, how much they charge to actually set up, like use their payroll and direct deposit services, I have no idea. But this particular website has worked for me from day one. A lot of the things, a lot of the tools that I use, honestly, you guys, was recommended from other IBOs. So when I'm in like my IBO groups and stuff like that, I'm always looking for things to make my business better. So somebody makes a suggestion about a particular type of software that they're using to kind of help them, I'll check into it. So Square is something that I first heard about when I first started my virtual call center business, and I've literally been using it ever since and has never had a problem. During payroll, I go in and I choose who's getting a service revenue. I put in how much their service revenue is for, and then I make sure I have the payroll dates. So what payroll period that I'm paying them for, I make sure I have that in there, and then I plug in the numbers and all that stuff. And then once I do that, I hit send, and it's scheduled to be sent out. So that's how I do that. So anyways, you guys, once again, thank you so much for visiting the channel. I'm going to go ahead and close out the video because it is literally 6 o'clock and I do have to now shift myself to getting dinner ready and all of that stuff, and I kind of want to wind down a little bit. So I might come back to my computer later on tonight because I am working on a project. I've been working on this project for a few weeks now. So hopefully, I want to make sure that it's right and that it's easy for people to understand, because this is going to be a project that is going to help me increase the monetization of my business. So I've been working on that. So I'll probably jump on here later on tonight if I'm not too tired and probably work on that a little bit. If not, then I'll continue working on it until it's done, because I'm not going to put it out there to you guys until it is completely done. Speaking of good news, I am finally done with the Women's Entrepreneur Certificate program. So I got my certificate. I just have to go buy some certificate paper so that I can print it out. So woohoo, I am happy about that. So now I'm trying to see what I can focus that time on, because I had stopped focusing on eBay so that I could do that. And I just started donating a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to pick back up with eBay now that I have, a little bit of space that I can use time-wise, or if I'm just going to leave it at that and then just really do my thing with this and try to get more content out for you guys and stuff like that, especially on the second channel. So anyways, thank you guys so much again for viewing my video and supporting my channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, give the video a thumbs up, and write a comment down below. It helps the algorithm, or it helps the video in the algorithm. So it's greatly appreciated. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys on another video. Bye.